What up, what up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody in here. Whoever's in here live, appreciate you guys here. If you're watching the replay, thank you guys. Today, we are going to do the Godzilla remake hip hop jazz style jazz edition. And it's already done, it's already made. I made it before, it was like about 2 weeks before the coronavirus hit and said lockdown, we can't do nothing no more. Right? That's what happened. And but I wanted to, since we're doing a nice little montage of different songs daily, or when I can get on, I figured, you know what, we'll just show how I made it with the certain sounds that we used, play the full song, and then there you go. Then you at least got that for each section. We'll do that one for this one we're doing today for Godzilla, Eminems, Juice WRLD, and then we'll do the one for Axel F, Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack, that awesome song that they did there for that movie there. So I'm just digging this vibe for a second. I just want to keep playing for a second if y'all don't mind. You can just play with this for a second. I like this. What up, Megan? Good to see you again. If you can share this out, that'd be awesome. Actually, they can do that too. Let me share this out myself. I shared it out earlier, but I'll share it again. All right, we posted it out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get back into this, man. I'm digging this beat or this riff here. Hold on, that was nasty. Nope, let me try that again. Ooh, that was bad. Hold up. That was all kinds of bad. Ooh, hold on. That's what I was trying to do. What happened? It is. Cool. I like that. That was fun. All right, let's get on to Godzilla remake, the jazz. And y'all be like, why? How's it a jazz edition? Well, what you hear me play it's called. It's kind of like it's jazz with a little bit of rock, and that's why it's called. Actually, true wording is called jazz fusion. Remember, they mixed the two together. And by the way, it's not like I created this genre. This genre been out for years. Guys, since I was a kid, and that's what I love to play. Right? It's the pentatonic scale, if you will. So let me give me a different. It's something clean. Let me see. There you go. Right? That's the pentatonic scale, if you will. I can't talk today, man. You should hear me say the word heroic. See, I said it again. It's gonna bother me because I said it for like 10 minutes. I tried doing on the other show I did, open box session. I couldn't get heroic. There it is. Out properly. I had to really double think. So yeah, it's jacked up. What's up, Helen Callie? How are you? I'm doing better with, I didn't text anybody today. And we got people showing up on the live, so we appreciate that. I mean, I texted everybody and their mamas. And it's so funny how, like, I didn't text nothing. I just finally put one little share out. And all of a sudden, here we go. So we thank you. But that's the pentatonic scale. And, yeah, it's where you can, where you go to work. You know? Right? So that's what we did for the rap part. Since I can't rap fast like that, if I would have practiced in my game back in the day, maybe I would have got that good. But if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, that's a great song. If I coulda, woulda, shoulda, that's what folks always say. If I coulda, woulda, shoulda. And then, yeah, that's you know who that sings that song? That's some Lou Rawls. Y'all don't know nothing about Lou Rawls. Check out some Lou Rawls. That's a great song. But if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? I probably would be, a way better rapper. And since I don't practice it like I should, I can do okay, but not like, oh my God, not. I even tried, flowing stuff from paper, right? Written what I wrote and try doing it. It's tough. I say this in every video. If you don't work on whatever craft you're trying to get the best at, you're always going to be just okay or right? And that's pretty much because of everything that I do. It's so hard to boom. But if I did it more daily, which I am, you get better and better and better. So that's why you just got to keep pressing. You got to keep pushing. But with that, so yes, so this is the jazz edition. And so I'm going to show you guys the sounds that we use. I like that sound a lot. But let's go ahead and get into songs here. Bam. We're going to go to, there it is, Godzilla. Now, I will say, I did find a different bass line I'm going to try later. I don't want to mess anything up on this dang song. So, this is okay, so. Okay, so it is A. Okay, so this is what I use for the bass line. And this is the easy bass. This is the bass. I think I did went up on that. Because I wanted to be a little different. Back down. Right? So you see how I did it. Okay, so now that was the bass line. And then of course it goes up when he starts rapping, right? So it's gonna go. Back down again after about 4 or 5 measures when he starts rapping again. Do you hear the Cardi B coronavirus song? People made it into their own version. It went viral. Yeah, I haven't heard it yet. I'll maybe check it out later. Yeah. Is it like a funny? Is it something funny, or what? Or is it something that's serious and it's just going crazy? Okay, so that was the bass line. That's pretty much the same thing until you do the note changes where it goes. I think it goes. Right? You'll hear it. Okay, so then if we go to number 2 was the drum, and I think we did the hi-hat. She made an Instagram post about coronavirus and something made it, so there you go. Yeah, there you go. Right? And then of course the beat drops. We did the drums, right? And it's really tough because when you're doing the triples like that, if your wrist and fingers are too tight, it won't do it because it's the keys. So if you don't, that's double. See. Hear that? That's it. Like a horse riding. See, did you hear that? Did you hear that? So that's tough to do because I'm sure there is somewhere in there where they have that where you press the button and it does it on its own. They see me. I like that because if you get frustrated, yes, you got that to go to. But I don't have that. I mean, it's probably in here, but I haven't found it yet. So for me, I gotta do it from scratch, which means you making that beat and making that actual brum brum part, right? So it's tough. So you got that. You got the hi hat. I think 3 is another drum. Oh, and then you got the strings that does the same thing. Right, you have that one, and then you have. Right. And this is the chorus part. Right, chorus part. And then we have, I think I have another piano part in there somewhere. That's the same thing. Same thing, 9, and then. What's the part where it's like the bridge? So you have the hook. Okay, so you have the chorus, the hook. Then you have chorus. Then you go back to verse. Let's say chorus first. My bad. You go to verse, like a hook with the chorus. Back to verse, hook then a chorus, and then goes to like a verse / in the bridge. So it's something like this. Don't get me wrong. It's not exactly this, but something like this. Something like that. So you're playing that motion there, and then of course, let's see. I think is 10. It's 10. So 10 is the part where you're rapping, right? Where Eminem's supposed to be rapping. So so I'm doing the short stuff. Because he's rapping fast, but it's more like the different style, the way he's changing it up. It's not like just, right, he's actually. So he's doing stuff like that, like he's, so it's like the words here. And then, of course, he spits supersonic speed, no pun intended, supersonic. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's another good song, friend. But when he does the supersonic speed for his last part of the song, it's basically, where it's like nonstop. So it's like. So it's just like non-stop, just going and going and going. And then there's a section where I'm like, it's not clean, it's not clean. That's why that song took forever, because I hit that on what's called a quantize. And then, of course, I'm, going through the motion. Something like that, and then I'm still going, not taking a break. It's tough. It took me a long time to do, and that is the final. That is the final song, final sound for it. I think I'm just gonna play the song without the new bass, with the new, because I found a section that had more bass. This one, I like it, but it's got too much of a dragging sound towards the end. So I might change that a little bit, because I found some new ones, but I like it right now, and we're gonna use that. And I'm actually gonna go to volume, because I do have it. No, I need to have it. Let's go to 1. I'm actually gonna go 90. All right, so let's try it. Let me just take a. I'll make it a little faster. All right, without further ado, everybody, here it is, Eminem featuring Alan G. Motion, not Juice WRLD, because Juice WRLD isn't in here playing, ladies and gentlemen. But no, R.I.P. to Juice WRLD. I did not hear any of his songs. That was the first song I heard. It sounded like, with his music, sounded like Fast and Furious stuff. So I probably have heard him on the soundtrack. If he was on the soundtrack for Fast and Furious, any of the Fast and Furious movies, then I know who he is because I listen to all that music like a lot. Yeah. So R.I.P. to Juice WRLD up there doing his thing, and he seemed very positive from the Eminem. And at the end of the Eminem video of the Godzilla music video, he did say something very positive, and that's awesome. So with that, here it goes, everybody. Eminem with myself doing a jazz style with Juice WRLD love. Let's go. Hey, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. The chorus. This is where Juice WRLD is singing. M's third verse going into a bridge. You'll hear it. I hear it. Now it goes in faster. Man, stop. Right? That's what he does there. And then, of course, Juice WRLD says his nice little thing he says, positive. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm just going to keep that bass line. And actually, I like because it just sounds the same, but it's a little different. And I don't want it to be the exact same. I want it to be my actual version of it. So, who knows the Goonies, man? Goonies! What's he say? They say, never die! What do you say? What does that one dude say when he sees out there's a guy that's in the well, or look, it's him and his two guys, and they look down, and they see Allie, and they're like, as she's supposed to come up to be because he's gonna save her supposedly. You know why he wants to save her, and that's why she's like, nope. She hands the his Letterman's jacket, and then he's like, yeah. Oh, that's it. He goes, Allie, you goonie. Yeah, that's right. Great movie. I mean, it's classic, man. It's one of them cult classics. It's like on a rainy day, snowy day, uh, you know, gloomy. It don't matter, man. Snow, rain, fall. I mean, you can watch a movie anytime, but I'm saying like those are the best times to watch it, because the movie takes place like that, right? But yeah, guys, that was Godzilla featuring Juice World, aka featuring Alan G. Mosier, aka AGM, with the hip hop jazz style or edition. And I'm gonna plug in. Hold on one sec. I am gonna plug in a couple things. Actually, hold on. I can play this. Hold on. So, hold on, backing up my own thing. All right. Well, as you guys know, I do music, as you can tell, and so I also do film. And I just wanted to plug in, whether you're watching this on the replay or live. Obviously, I got a few movies on the channel you can watch: Blur of Love, The Savior, Smiley's Funhouse, Smiley Funhouse: The Return, Francisco, Declare War. Now, Declare War is not actually the actual film. It's not online because of the fact that it never got finished. But I got some of the on set footage and pre-rehearsal fight scenes that I was choreographing, and supposed to be that was supposed to be my big one. There was a few different big breaks in my career of almost getting to that top of exposure. This is one of them, and so it was pretty interesting how that last minute it just pulled out. It was really interesting what happened. I will say that I should have got the guy's card. That's why people get crazy with me when I go, why you always get business cards? Why you get all that? Because you never know when a project goes south, and if it's not the head of your own thing, if you're not in charge of that, then if you need something from somebody, you can't get to it. So at that time, I thought this was gonna everything's gonna be great. I was gonna be an actual comic book superhero. Yes. We'll play this Japanese, some kind of Japanese samurai assassin. I don't know, some cool person. And like I said, it didn't go through, right? And so I got a lot of not a lot. There was a few that I was happened to grab. I was trying to get the guys, the camera guys, so I can at least grab my own footage of the fight scenes that I created on set and in my own studio. But like I said, I didn't get those guys' numbers, and it's so funny because when I try calling everybody else, all their numbers are disconnected, can't find them, type of thing. So it's kind of sad, or they didn't know the person that did. So that movie is on there, or you could check out the what was it gonna be like. Then I started doing a little bit like Francisco. That's something that I just completely directed myself and was not in at all. I had a lot of these movies are all on my students, which is really crazy because everybody's like, when I tell them like, dude, what you're seeing is like not trained actors. If anybody is trained, it'd be myself, because I did take a few different classes when I was younger, when I was really pushing to be an actor at one time. So I took all the classes, so I do understand, and of course I did in high school and everything else. So, but these guys, these kids, they don't got anything. I'm just directing them. And so for what they did was amazing. And so a lot of the stuff that you're seeing is all from kids, and then also or teenagers. And then there's no budget. Like the budget's me, you know what I mean? So there is no. All these movies have zero budget. The only ones that have somewhat of like really somewhat of a budget would be the last two films that I did, and of course the one that I did do with one of my heroes, lady heroes. I really didn't get a chance to fight with her. That would have been freaking awesome. But I did take a shot. I took a hit, a death punch hit. Death, like, Dimmock from a boy, Bloodsport from Van Damme, Frank Duke style, into the chest, because I didn't get enough mayo for her in her sandwich, which is ironic because y'all know how much I love mayo. And so, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will not sell this, but you can buy this right here. And it is called Fist of Fury, hosted, starring Cynthia Rothrock. And what it is all the old school martial art movies back from the 70s, in 80s, early 80s. And it's pretty cool. I play, like I said, I play a character when she's introducing the section of the fight scenes you're going to see. Each there's a lot of people that are close to her that shot in the scene, or actually shot in an actual studio that she either works at, but kind of trains at, with her family and friends. And so they shot there, and yeah, that's where that's at there. And you can actually get this movie at Full Moon Features. And yeah, so this one I can't sell because it's not my property, right? So, but the ones I'm gonna be selling, because I think I pretty much have all the rights completely to it, anywhere from music, people that are in it, all kinds of stuff. So, and guys, when I say selling it, I'm not talking about making no big old money, man. This is like, $5, $10, if that, because you can get it online for free, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if you want the hard copy, say, hey, this is what I did, in case YouTube. I always say this, man, get your hard copies of your videos if you can. Because one of these days, y'all don't believe me, but one of these days I feel like the internet's going to crash, the server's going to crash, and all the stuff that you had bought is going to go bye-bye. And so if you don't have your physical copies, you're going to be crying to your mamas. And so I'm trying to make sure that I have physical copies as well as online. So with that, I don't know when it's going to start, but we are going to mess with it. We are talking about it. And yes, we're working on The Case. The movie's already out. And you can watch it online right now. We're almost at 1K on both the trailer and also the actual film. It's so funny how everybody's like, man, that's a great movie. And you just watched a minute trailer. Now, granted, these are all short films. They're not no more than, some of them are 10 minutes. Some of them are 30, 40. It's just depending on, which one you watch. So it's hilarious that, what do you call it? People say that, you know what I mean? So, something happened with the screen. Give me 1 second, guys. It like turned yellow on me. There you go. Back to regular. So yeah. So this will be on sale one of these days. Soon to be. You can pick up The Case, right? And the tagline is "Be careful what you're after," starring myself and then Justin Casas Cordero, my man, one of my students as well. There. And then, of course, and this is like an action, drama, suspense, thriller. It's a little bit of everything. Then, of course, the latest one I just put out called The Fight. This is a spiritual film to help prevent suicide attempts or in that realm of, wanting to do something harming to yourself. And here is that color right here, and that's called The Fight, ladies and gentlemen, right there. And then, of course, the back, cool photos and stuff like that. So that'll be on sale here soon as well. And then let me get the back of this one for my man, The Case. There you go. And then I like that jump kick we got there. Where's it at? Oh, let me see if I can. Yeah, that jump kick, boy. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, guys, that's that. So look forward to that. There's so many things, that we're trying to do, and I'm hoping that this corona thing, this pandemic, blows over to where we can go back to normal work. End of May, even first part of May would be great. So end of April, like next week, I'm hoping. If not, I'm almost into normal right now, meaning I've kind of adjusted my life to where I'm in all the time, and I got my school at a spot almost where I know, what we're doing and who's in and who's training and coming to the classes and doing those things. So I don't have to worry so much. This next week is still going to be tough for me because some stuff's happening at my bank, and so I'm just trying to figure that out. And then I thought I already had that taken care of last week, but there was one last thing that happened. I got to make sure it takes care of, or there is no money coming in, which is going to be really sucky. So I'm trying to take care of all that, and then once I do that, then maybe I can start investing my time in the daytime, doing stuff like this, or like before my classes, because I have Zoom classes that I teach daily, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So maybe when I'm on the phone, I can work on Wednesday, or during the day I can do this, and then I could start working on T-shirts designs for Fireline, ENT, some merch stuff, some hats, some mugs. I got a really great design. Is it on here? Let me see if it's on here. I know it's on the last one. Yeah, it's a great design, man. And it was really cool. It's a long story about the design, but that's the design. You can see the F for the fire, and then you can see the L and the E for Fireline Entertainment. And if I did Fireline TV, you can see the T in there too with the V. Like whatever I wanted to call it, I could call it. And it's so crazy because one of my closest friends, Jordan Button, that I have not seen in a long time because he lives down the hill, and of course the coronavirus. So he created that before I even told him anything. He made it, showed me it. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, hey, I have a thing called Fireline Entertainment. I see this and that. He's like, man, I do see it too. This is it. Obviously it was meant to be. So he gave it to me. I already told him this, man. When I ever make it that big, I'm going to write him a nice check. I'm going to give it to him cash. I'm going to give it to him whatever he wants. Cashier check, direct deposit, whatever he wants. Because that was really, really cool. And so guys, a lot of stuff is happening, but it just takes time. And right now we're at 1.4K. I'd like to get to 1,500K. For subscription. So you guys share this out, tell your family and friends. Guys, we got so much stuff on the channel, and there's no way you can get bored, right? There's so much stuff, and I appreciate all you guys that are coming in and watching and checking everything out. Hope you guys enjoyed a little Eminem juice world. We'll hit that button and let it play out. But yes, we thank you guys very much for being here and hanging out, making a beat. We got a nice little album that we can come out with all the songs we've done. Let's see, so far we have done Lambada, we've done Bad Boys, we've done Immortal, we've done 2 actual songs that are my own songs that I did, plus the Godzilla remix, Axel F. These are all remix. So yeah, there is a lot, right? And I think we're gonna do a couple more too before this gets done. And I appreciate you guys. So guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. If not tomorrow, at least Tuesday or Thursday. If I have to do it at night, then I will. But I want to do the Axel F remake. I want to show you how I did that one. That one's the easy one too. And then we will flip it. And then we will go ahead and start doing new stuff again. Whether it be another remake or like a fresh remake. Or complete new composer. Can't talk. I totally can't talk. New song from me, new creation. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. We love you guys very much. Thank you all, Miss Helen Callie, Claudia, the Italian slut chick. I think that's so cool. And of course, my first Megan Lockhart. It's good to see you guys. I'm back on regular, guys. So hopefully you start making my streams again. I remember we used to have like 30, 40 people in here having a good time, and now we, it's been one of those minutes. But I appreciate every single one of you guys that are coming through and on the replay. I thank you guys. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what you liked, what you didn't like. And we will see you guys soon. God bless everybody. Peace. We're gonna run this out.